Experiment number 4 from the analysis and design of algorithms laboratory is to sort a given set of n integer numbers using quicksort method, where these n number of integers can be generated randomly, and we try to demonstrate divide and conquer technique in this quicksort algorithm. So we have defined a class called as quicksort, which has two methods in it, or two member functions in it, one called partition. So this algorithm or this method is used to partition a given array into a set of subarrays using the very first element as the pivot element. So we pass parameters like A, which is a single dimensional array which contains the elements to be sorted, and low represents the index of the very first element in the array, high represents the index of the last element in the array. And then we have declared a temporary variable temp of the type integer. P is the pivot element, so we assign the very first element of the array to be the pivot element. So therefore A of low is assigned to variable P, and I always starts from the next element after the pivot element. So therefore it is assigned low plus 1, and J always begins from the other end of the array, so therefore J is assigned the index of the last element, therefore J is equal to high. So how does this partition algorithm work? So here, while low is less than high, until this condition is true, we check to see if A of I is less than or equal to pivot and I is also less than high. In that case, I goes on incrementing by 1, and similarly its increment in I stops when A of I becomes greater than pivot element. Similarly, while loop, the second while loop, wherein A of j is starting from the last element in the array. So A of j, if it is greater than the pivot element, then we go on decrementing the value of j by 1. So j will stop as soon as it finds an element that is less than the pivot element. So in that case, if I is less than j, then we exchange A of I with A of j. So therefore we make use of an extra variable temp. We assign A of I into temp, and then A of j is assigned into A of I, and then whatever is in the variable temp is assigned back into j. In case if this condition I is less than j is false, that is I has crossed j, then we try to assign the value of A of j to the very first element, that is the pivot element is exchanged with A of j. So again, using the temp variable, temp is assigned the value at the very first position, that is the pivot element A of low, and then A of low is assigned a value whatever is at the location A of j, and then A of j is assigned back the value at the index A of low, and then we return whatever is the value of j. So this is how the partition algorithm works. And then we have one more method known as sort in the quicksort class. So this sort method takes three parameters. The first one is the array, second one is the index of the very first element given as low, and high gives us the index of the last element. So if low is less than high, then we make a call to function partition. So to this function partition, we are passing parameters array, the index of the first element and the index of the last element. This variable s gives us the split position. So then we partition the array into two halves, starting from low to s minus 1, and the other half starts from s plus 1 to high. So we try to apply sort on these arrays separately. So we make a call to algorithm sort again by passing the input array A, but whereas this array A will have elements from low to s minus 1, and the next call to sort will sort the contents of array A, but starting from location s plus 1 to high. So once low becomes greater than high, this if loop is going to terminate and we are going to come out of the sort function, sort method. So we have one more class defined in this file. The name of the class is prog4, wherein we have defined the main function. Here we are setting n is equal to 2, and then we have declared an array called as random numbers with the capacity to hold 5000 integer numbers. We have defined two variables, start time and stop time, to be of the type long. And then to generate the random numbers, we have declared a object random generator, which is of the type class random. It is used to generate random numbers. And then scan is an object of the type scanner to read the value of variables like n. And then we have created an object called as QS, which is an object of the type class quicksort. So here in the next line we are asking the user to enter the value of n, that is how many numbers the user would like to generate. So n is read with the help of the scanner object scan dot nextInt. Scanner close function is optional, and then the next line we are trying to print the random numbers that are generated before they can be sorted. So using for loop I is equal to 0 to n, we now print the random numbers using the sysout statement. So we try to print random underscore number of I. So every element in the random numbers array is printed. So after it we set the start time using the system function nanotime. So we call it with the help of the class system. So system.nanotime, and then we make a call to quicksort algorithm. So quicksort, the array name is random numbers, low value is 0 and the high value is n minus 1. So once this quicksort function is performed, we again consider the amount of time taken or the current time of the system, again by making call to system.nanotime. So you have now obtained the start time and the stop time. So total time taken to sort can now be given as stop time minus start time divided by 1 to the exponent 9 number of seconds. So then once the sorting is done, we now try to display the sorted array. So line number 85 is just going to print sorted array, and then for loop will range from 0 to n minus 1, wherein we now print the contents of the array random numbers. So random numbers of I. So let us see how this particular program works. So let us run the program. So now it is asking us to give the value of n. So let us restrict ourselves to some small value. So I give n is equal to 5. So the system is generating random numbers on itself. So time taken to sort the 5 numbers is 0 seconds, because as the numbers are very less, the amount of time taken is also too less. So you can observe the numbers are sorted. 388 is the first number, followed by 527, followed by 835, 888 and 920. So this is how the quick sort algorithm works.